We are back for Week 8 NFL game picks. Last week we did fairly well, staying on trend. I went 10-5B. You ended up going 11-4. Another winning week for you. You've been on a roll this season. On the year, this puts you at 34-9, and it keeps me at 29-14. I got a lot of ground to make up here, but let's see if we can't do it this week. First up on the docket, which I closed out of. Technical difficulties. Sorry, guys. First up, we have our Thursday night football game. The Minnesota Vikings are taking on the LA Rams in Los Angeles. B, who you got?
Give me the Vikings here, of course. I know we don't care about the spread that much because we record on Tuesday nights. I'm surprised this is a 3-point spread. I think it should be a little bit more. I know the Vikings are on the road, and home team usually get 3 points just for being home. But regardless, give me the Vikings here.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Give me the Vikings. I think they're the better team. Rams seem to be full on in a rebuild. So give me the Vikings.
Sweet. Next up, we got the Cardinals playing the Dolphins. Who are you taking here, man?
This is Tua's first game back, right?
He is on track to play.
He is on track to play. All right. Well, that doesn't do a lot for me. Let me go Dolphins. I'm gonna take the Dolphins. I think Tua brings a good boost to this offense that it's really been missing. It should open up the passing game. The Cardinals don't have a great passing defense. They don't get a whole lot of pressure on quarterbacks. So I think this is going to be a good game for Tua to get his feet wet. And the Cardinals offense has been very hit and miss. So give me the Dolphins in this one.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm looking at a tweet I saw from Football Insights, an account on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. The Cardinals have the third worst coverage rates out of the entire NFL right now. So if Tua is on track to play and he does play, I full on expect the Dolphins offense to take advantage of that Cardinals passing defense. Give me the Dolphins here.
Up next, we have the New York Jets versus the Patriots. Who are you taking?
Yeah, Jets. I know Jets are struggling a lot, but the Patriots are struggling more. So give me the Jets.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. We've kind of commented on Drake May a couple times so far this season. We think he's a good young player. But last week against Jacksonville's not great passing defense, he didn't look super spectacular. And I think that's probably going to happen again with a much better defense. The Jets are top 7 in defensive efficiency against the pass and pressure. The top 6 in pressure rate. So give me the Jets in this one. I think the defense really makes a huge difference.
Right on. Next, we got the Eagles visiting Cincinnati, playing the Bengals. Who are you taking here?
God, another tough matchup. Give me the Bengals in this one. I'm going to take the Bengals. I believe in Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. They seem to have it clicking again. The Eagles' offense has been, I wouldn't say they've been spectacular so far, but Saquon Barkley's been amazing. Their passing has kind of been middle of the pack. And that kind of doesn't really fit well with the Bengals' defensive strengths, where they've been better against the run against the pass than they have against the run. I'm sorry, no, I had it right the first time. But against the run than they have against the pass. So I'm going to take the Bengals in this one.
Yeah, this one's tough for me because I want to believe in the Eagles. And they have the run game with Saquon. And then, if I remember correctly, A.J. Brown, they had too bad of a game last week, right? I thought he did pretty decent.
Yeah, I think he did okay.
I think he did okay. I think that the deciding factor for me is, like, to your point, I think the Bengals are starting to figure it a little bit out on offense right now. Joe Burrow is playing better than Jalen Hurts is at this point in time. And they are, I know you mentioned Chase, but they are also involving T. Higgins a little bit more too. He had a decent game last week as well. So I'm gonna go with the home team here. I'll go with the Bengals to win this one. I think it's gonna be tight, so it's gonna be close. I think it should be a really, really good game. But yeah, give me the Bengals.
Yeah, I think this one might even be a little bit of a shootout kind of a game here because both defenses again haven't been fantastic, and both offenses are really starting to get clicking. Up next, we have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, give me Packers all day long. I don't know how this is a 4.5 point spread, to be honest with you. Like, I kind of almost expect the Packers to win by double digits. Like, I don't understand why the spread is so like low right now. Give me the Packers.
It might be because they're in Jacksonville, would be my only guess. You know, you get the 3 points that kind of like we've already talked about. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Go Pack, go! I think they're going to win this one in a landslide too. And this might. Do you think it? Just not, a quick 2-second thought here. Do you think if the Jaguars get blown out in this game, it's the end of Doug Peterson?
I'm gonna say no, because the last 3 weeks should have been the end of him, and he's still here. So I don't understand. Yeah, he's still here. I mean, maybe it could be, but like maybe they're waiting to fire him after like London or something. You know, but I don't know, man.
Could be. That's fine. I just want to get your quick thoughts on that. Up next, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a rematch of a game from a couple weeks ago that was a fireworks show. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go Falcons here. Even though the spread is pretty close, the Buccaneers just got hit with some heavy injuries last night. Mike Evans might be out, and then Chris Godwin out for the season. Potentially, I think he is actually. I think it's already was like said.
Yeah, dislocated ankle or something.
So the offense, what's the OC's name? Like Liam Cohen or something like that. Cohen.
Yeah.
I think he's from Kentucky. I think he was still come up with some sort of plan. Like they have almost like a 3-headed monster in the backfield with Rashard White, Bucky Irving, and Sean Tucker back there. They're all solid options. I still think the offense, they'll still find some sort of groove. But when you lose two of your top weapons, though, within the week, like within the same game, it's kind of tough, dude. So I'll go with the Falcons here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Falcons too. I mean, all the advanced metrics are leaning towards the Buccaneers, but like you said, when you lose Mike Evans and you lose Chris Godwin, you know it's gonna be tough to run an offense. They're gonna have to rely a lot on Jalen McMillan to kind of really step up. And I'm not sure who else they have there. Bucky Irving, obviously, running back. They're going to need him to step as well. Cad Ott, whatever the fuck his name is, the tight end.
The tight end, Ott or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. They're going to need a lot of the guys to really step up if they're going to want to compete in this game. So I would expect him to rely pretty heavily on the run here. So give me the Falcons in this one. I think they get right after a pretty brutal beat down by Seattle.
Right on. Next, we got the Ravens and the Browns. I mean, this should be like almost like a free card, right? Like a free spot in like a bingo game. Like, you really have to pick this game. But I would say I would pick the Browns if they're starting Jameis Winston. No, I'm just kidding. Give me the Ravens here by a whole lot. The spread right now is 9.5. I actually might take that spread. I think they should probably win by 10+. So give me the Ravens.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson's playing at an MVP level. God, I'm not going to lie to you. The Browns do sound kind of tempting because now they have a second week back of Nick Chubb. You're going to get a better quarterback in Jameis Winston than what you're getting in Deshaun Watson. So I can definitely feel the temptation there to kind of lean towards the Browns as like a surprise upset. But I'm already down the hole too much. I already got 14 misses on the year. I can't afford to do it. Let me go Ravens in this one.
That's funny.
Up next, we have the Colts and the Texans. Who are you taking, B?
This would actually be my sneaky upset if Joe Flacco was starting. Now, since Anthony Richardson is starting, no. But I say that because the Texans they've been okay. Like, obviously they're 5-2 right now, but like sometimes we watch them play, they're not really like dominant, I guess. Like, so I could potentially see like a division rival maybe like beating them at home, but I just don't believe that. I don't believe in the Colts offense. I really, really don't. So give me the Texans here.
Yeah, week 1 was a fairly close matchup. I believe the final score was like 31-29, something like that's when Anthony Richardson had that beautiful throw.
It was a 2-point game, I think. I lost my bet. So,
yeah, so, but again, I'm right there with you. I don't have any faith in the Colts offense with Anthony Richardson under helm. I think what does make this game kind of close is definitely going to be the penalties. The Texans have been one of the most penalized team in the league this year, and it's really cost them. It's really made these games a lot more difficult than it really has to be. You know, it's hard to overcome holding on first and second down. So I am going to take Texans, but I do think it's going to be a lot closer than probably most people are expecting it to be.
Yeah. Next we got the Titans and the Lions. Who are you taking here? I mean, I feel like I shouldn't even ask that question because I think we all know. But
Jesus Christ, look at the spread, plus 10 for Tennessee. Yeah, that's kind of wild for a spread. Yeah, obviously give it the Lions on this one. I know they went with oh my God, what's his Mason Rudolph last week because of Will Levis's injury. I don't know if they're going to turn to Rudolph again. He didn't look a whole lot better than Levis did. So either way, give me the Lions in this one.
Yeah, same here. Lions. I mean, just like whatever. the game's almost already over. So
yeah, the only reason if I had to make a case on why it might be close, I can't see a situation where Tennessee wins. But if I had to make an argument for why it might be close, the Lions are coming off of a pretty emotional win. You know, they just took over the division from the Vikings. That one was a bloodbath of a battle. I mean, I think if you looked at the statistics after the game, it was like almost split down the middle. So they might be coming off of, you know, being exhausted from that game. If that might lead me to think it might be a little bit closer than we kind of initially are thinking here. But you know, Dan Campbell's a great coach. I assume he's going to get the guys riled back up and ready for it. So, but yeah, obviously Lions. Up next, we have the Saints versus the Chargers, the Drew Brees Bowl.
The Drew Brees Bowl. I'm gonna go Chargers here, even though they did let me down last night against the Cardinals. I picked them to win. They lost. I don't think Carr is back yet. That's why the spread is so big, I think. Spencer Rattler or the other guy, I can't think of his name right now. I think he was a 3rd-round pick last year or 4th round, so something like that, or 2 years ago. I think they're still playing. I think Carr is still out, so I gotta go with the Chargers here. Like, they should beat that team. The Saints offense has been awful without Carr. So I have to go Chargers here.
I'm going to try to talk around and try to give myself a second to look something up and see if Derek Carr is playing or not. So I think this is going to be a tough decision to go either way. So I'm probably leaning a little bit more towards one team versus the other, and the information didn't come up. So I don't know if Derek Carr is playing or not. Damn it. Either way, I'm going to say give me the Chargers in this one. If I'm going to roll and assume that Derek Carr is not playing, and if he's not, absolutely Chargers. You know, Spencer Rattler hasn't been the answer at center, like I know a lot of people are kind of anointing him to be. And Tanner Hayter, I don't think he's going to be a whole lot better. Although I will say, when he came in late in that game last week against the Broncos, the offense did start to click a little bit better. So, but I still expect the Chargers to pull this one out.
What if I told you that Carr is questionable right now?
Oh, give me the Saints.
Okay, I'm leaning the same way because
I mean it's that much of a spread.
PFF does say questionable, so it's not doubtful. Like if he was doubtful at this point, he probably wasn't playing. But if he's questionable right now,
yeah,
he might be playing.
And even when I'm looking at NFL Pro, it's saying player projections for Derek Carr. You know, 191 yards passing, 1.2 passing touch. So it has projections for Derek Carr, like it's expecting Derek Carr to win. So maybe we should take this. Let's do this pick again and assume Derek Carr is playing. So quickly, in a quick second, who are you taking? Saints, Chargers. Derek Carr's playing.
How many games has he missed so far?
2.
He only missed 2. Okay. I was gonna say if he missed 3, they have to play him, right? Or else they would put him on the fucking IR.
Yeah,
right?
they would have put him on IR.
Yeah. So if Carr is playing, give me Give me Saints. They're due. They're on like a 5-game losing streak or something like that.
Yeah, give me the Saints. I'm going to take the Saints as well in this one. If Derek Carr's, I'm assuming Derek Carr's playing, I'm going to take the Saints in this one. Up next, we have one of the least aesthetically pleasing matchups of all time. We have the New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who are you taking?
Oh, actually, sorry. We could probably cut this out. That's the Monday night game. I had nowhere else to like put it, so I kind of put it very like bottom. Sorry
that makes
about
sense.
that.
Nope, it makes sense. Okay. So up next, we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Who are you taking?
Dude, this is crazy because the Seahawks upset the Falcons. So part of me is saying Seahawks. Let it be an upset for first week, whatever. They're at home. But I love the Bills. They're a frisky team. They're up there. I can't even say frisky. They're like good. So I don't mean it in like a bad way. I just love the way they like play. They're like gritty. I'm going to go Bills because I just have a strong bias towards them. You know, I do expect this to be somewhat of like a trap game for the Bills, like playing against Seattle at home. Like Seattle's at home. I can see this being somewhat of a trap game for the Bills. But I just love them. Give me Bills.
I'm going to vote in my own interest and say the Bills as well because as a 49ers fan, I do need the Seahawks to lose in order for us to have any chance at winning this division. So give me the Seahawks. I mean, they're at home and the Bills are still favored by 3. So they're kind of expecting at least a touchdown difference in this game. I know we've kind of talked before about the Bills secondary kind of being a weakness for them. Again, NFL Pro has it rated as it's actually an advantage for the Bills based on passing offense versus passing defense, which is kind of interesting. Maybe something's changed since then, but yeah, give me the Bills in this one. I need it as a 49er fan. I need the Bills to win, so I'm leaning Bills.
I feel that. Next, we got the Bears versus the Washington Commanders. Who are you taking here?
Oh, you know what? This is much easier than I thought it was going to be. Give me the Bears because the Commanders are going to be without Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, that's what I'm still thinking through because they didn't really say he was out. They said he's week to week. So there's still a possibility that he's playing. Because if he does play, I'm almost leaning Washington here. Just because they've been so hot. Trying to think through. So like, even if Jaden Daniels is hurt though, he's playing hurt with the ribs, right? He's probably not going to be as mobile, you would think. Right? Like his fear of getting re-injured.
Yeah, probably not going to want to take a whole lot of hits.
So obviously he can still play from the pocket. He's really good in past games. I'm not saying he can't, but like obviously his running threat is also a big part of that offense too. He's second most quarterback rushing yards right now, even after missing almost a full game. Yeah, I'll go Bears. I don't feel confident about it because the Bears, but yeah, I Bears coming off a bye. Jaden Daniels' status is up in the air. So on paper, I gotta go Bears here. But if Jaden Daniels was starting, he was healthy, I would probably go a different direction.
I will say, based off the same logic we used with Derek Carr, technically it is projecting Jaden Daniels to have stats, meaning at least they must be thinking he's going to play.
I expect him to play. This is a big game, even though it's week 8, so it feels weird saying it. But Washington playing for top seed right now in the NFC. Bears playing for one of the wild card spots, sitting at 4-2 right now. So it's a pretty big game. It's a pretty big game.
And the Bears are coming off a bye week.
Play. Yeah. I don't feel good about it. I'll take Bears. I could feel different once I hear more of a status with Jaden though.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting also is that the Bears offense matches up pretty well against the Commanders defense. But the Commanders' offense also matches up just as well with the Bears' defense. So I think it's gonna be one of these tightly contested games, which obviously I believe they moved it to Sunday Night Football, right?
No. They flexed it to 3:25 Central.
Okay, moved it to an afternoon game. So they obviously are anticipating it being a good matchup as well. So yeah, give me the Bears. I mean, even the Bears are kind of favored 1.5. Offense gets a 3-point swing automatically. So they're kind of must be expecting the Bears to pull this one out too. So yeah, I'm stick with Bears. Give me the Bears.
There we go. Next we got the Panthers playing Denver. The Denver Broncos.
Give me Broncos.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, now the point spread is pretty intriguing, though. I could probably take the 8.5 because it's a lot of points, but it's the Panthers again. So, I don't know. The Panthers defense was so bad. People were saying that Jaden Daniels is a system quarterback because Marcus Mariota tore him up. Like, that's how bad the Panthers defense is. Give me the Broncos here.
Yeah. The only question I think I have for this is how good is Bo Nix going to look against this defense?
I mean, he's going to drop like 300 yards. This is a career day for him.
300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, 100 on the ground as well. Fuck it. Just kidding. Up next, we have Raiders-Chiefs. Who are you taking and why?
Chiefs. Who's the Chiefs' backup quarterback? They could probably rest Mahomes.
Carson
and then
Wentz.
Play. Yeah, so go out there, play Carson, give Patrick a day off. Just give him an entire week off. Tell him don't even show up to practice. Go to some beach with Brittany. Just hang out, hang out. Yeah, Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs for me as well. Up next, we have our Sunday night football game. Dem Cowboys, America's team, versus the San Francisco 49ers. Who you taking and why?
I know Cowboys coming off a bye, but I think this is a game where Niners get on track. The Niners had the Cowboys number for quite a number of like years now. I don't have the exact record of like the Niners Cowboys in front of me for the past couple seasons, but I just feel like everything goes the Niners way when I do play the Cowboys. I feel like this is a game too. Like obviously last week was very disappointing for the Niners against the Kansas City Chiefs. They're come out at home with something to prove here. I know that they have a plethora of stuff going on offense, like Ayuk is gone now, and Debo's sick or something like that. He's had like fluid in his lung get drained. Yeah. So I know all that stuff is still going on, but I gotta believe in Kyle Shanahan. Get this offense going and right. So give me the Niners.
Wow. I just want to read this off to you real quick because this is kind of starting to me. According to NFL Pro, the Cowboys defense, when facing run plays from under center, ranked 32nd. Against design runs, 32nd. Rushing inside tackles, 31st. Rushing versus stack box, 31st. So even when they have a stack box, they still rank 31st. Overall rushing efficiency, 32nd. Holy crap. This is not going to be
stop the run.
No, they can't, which it plays, if you guys watched our 49ers video, which you should have, it's a great one, go check it out. We kind of break down the whole 49ers problems and solutions and everything else about it. This plays right into the 49ers' hands. So give me the 49ers in this one. I think they run the hell out of the ball with Jordan Mason this one. I think they do a lot of great play action off of it, and I think it's a get-right game for the 49ers before they go into the bye, making them 4-4 on the season.
Hell yeah. And then last but not least, Monday night showdown between the New York Football Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who are you taking here?
Why is this Monday Night Football? Why?
Dude, I don't. I've questioned the NFL's like choice in primetime games so much this season.
Who gets Monday night? ESPN gets Monday night, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Looks like it. So Disney, do you just like hate your viewers or something? Did you not like? How did you get strong-armed to such bad games with the NFL? Like, who took your lunch money? Fox? That's embarrassing. Because you own Fox, too. So what the... Anyway, never mind. I digress. Give me the Steelers in this one. It should be no contest. Russell Wilson just looked fantastic. I know a lot of people were questioning the decision to move from Russell to Justin Fields. Week 1, it seems like it paid off. Let's see if he can keep the ball rolling against a terrible Giants team.
Yeah, it's not even a question. Russ was cooking last week. He is him. I can't even say that with a straight face. But, yeah, I mean, Steelers are top of the... Wait, are they the top of AFC North, or are they tied with the Ravens? Or Ravens top?
I think Ravens at the top.
Ravens at the top. But it has to be pretty close, right?
Yeah, because the Steelers are 5-2. I think the Ravens are 6-1.
Yep, you're right. So Ravens and Steelers are both 5-2.
Oh, tied at the top.
They have the Ravens listed on the top right now, according to Google. I'm not looking at NFL.com or anything like that, so whatever. But anyway, they are playing. Obviously, like they have to win. Ravens are going to go on a tear here soon too, so they want us to keep pace with the Ravens, and also they're playing the New York Giants too. So give me the Steelers here.